Hey people.
Seth here. Here's our topic of the day. Inflation. Inflation is a global topic. Some of the most powerful people on this planet are the same people responsible for the most inflation. Coincidence? I think not.
So I think in many ways I think we all are suffering from inflation, and I'm just gonna say this right now. If you are under the age of 22 right now, you better get rich quick, because you're gonna get fucked so hard thanks to inflation. Y'all bitches is not gonna get any house, any bullshit. You're gonna have a low-paying job while all of the food and everything around you cost a shit ton. All prices are going up. Your income is not going up at all. So I'm gonna say this one thing. Inflation pisses me off on a daily basis, and it probably pisses most people off. If they doesn't piss them off, they're either well off or they are just generally ignoring it, because overall inflation is fucking us all, and it's gonna keep fucking us all and gonna keep fucking the generation we are in, because we're too young and the old people are dying. Dude, where's the girl that was screaming that the animals are burning, the planet is dying? Who was that streamer again? Was that Disney Channel star like streamer? What was it called again? What is her? Y'all remember? Come on, we have some Twitch. We have some. Must have some Twitch like historian. Oh my god, she used to be on Austin show all the time. Anyways, it is what it is. Inflation is the problem. Wage stagnation is. Isn't that like a bit of a, like they have sort of both have like a bit of a combination issue? My bottle smells like pork chops. Bro, but you should put some like glue on it, and it will smell like glue. Yep. All right, let's move on.
You might think it's just a way of printing liquidity for short-term gain and no consequence, because, after all, everything is tethered to the dollar since we abolished the Bretton Woods system in 1971. So, even if you're holding pounds, euros, or yen...
Am I the only one that had one of, like, something like this at home when I was a kid? I had, like, this weird it wasn't, like this fancy of a machine, but I had this... this money like folder that was like an it was made of plastic. I just thought it was so entertaining as a child to put fake Monopoly money or fake dollars in it and see that machine just flap all of these stacks of cash together and put them all together. I just found these small little toys. They weren't really toy, they were efficient stuff, but they were looked upon as a toy by my little brain. So I had it as a toy, and I would just put a stack of money in it, and it kept on stacking it up. It went that way, and I was like, damn, this is entertaining for my little stupid brain. Was I the only one? Addy has so much money, they had to get a machine to count it. I had that was fake money. I was playing with fake money. But anyways, yeah, sure, let's say that.
Pounds, euros, or yen, it doesn't matter, because you're equally screwed. Our hyperinflation...
If you had it at home, your family was rich or worked in finance, like I said, I did not have that specific machine over there. What I had was like a fake plastic one that worked in the same way. It didn't count shit. It just stacked the money in. I think I had it for some wild casino game that I had. I think I had I had a suitcase with poker chips and poker cards, and I got that thing next to it to count the money. So I basically played poker at the age of 9. Yep. Did I make any money? No, I didn't make shit. I was just playing around. It was fun though. For some reason, I don't even understand how to play poker at this day. I don't know shit about poker, but I was playing poker a lot when I was a kid. I played a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid. I did a lot of things, and I don't even remember anything. I vaguely feel like I recall the toy. Actually, you guys remember now, huh? You remember now. It was a suitcase. You got poker chips in the cards, and next to it, you could also get this money counter. And that's what I had. And I thought that was interesting and fun. Now, kids nowadays, what do they get? What do kids play with nowadays? Do they still play with super soakers? Do they still get a big super soaker and splash their friend, make them sick and die? That's how I hope they do, because that's the way I grew up, and I got sick and died every day, and that's how I want all the children to live and grow up. Dude, I had noticed that one thing, that all of the cartoons now coming out are all pussy shit. Remember Ed, Edd n Eddy and fucking what is that, Courage the Cowardly Dog? Like, all of this stuff had the weirdest humor and like scary horror things for children, that like kids nowadays get treated like they're some kind of fucked up being. They don't get treated like they are gonna become a fucked up being. Like, what's going on? They gotta get back those good old cartoons for kids, because they're missing out some gold content. I want to rewatch a lot of the old shit. I wish we could rewatch it on Twitch. Anyways, let's watch the video.
Hyperinflation. Enjoy. In conclusion, the Federal Reserve is run by hyperinflation.
Who is this guy? Have you ever seen anyone in a gimp suit? I don't know why, but it feels like it's the weirdest shit ever. I saw someone walk in the city once, like in I think it was City Central in Cologne. Yeah, Cologne. Yeah. That I don't know what it is, but this shit is weirding me the fuck out. King suit. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
This is how the Prime Twitch viewer looks. They gotta sit it. If you don't sit in this suit and then consuming the content, you're not protected well. Make sure you get yourself a gimp suit, because you're gimping for the streamer. So get yourself the suit, sit down on your chair, and have a great day.
They're not doing it for money. They're doing it because they're perverts, and they...
There we go. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
The Federal Reserve is run by hyperinflation fetishists. But here's the thing. They're not doing it for money. They're doing it because they're perverts, and they find it to be extremely, extremely hot. Now, let's talk about something completely unrelated. Tribal Hunter is a completely innocent game.
This is my favorite game of all time.
Lizard who is sent to guard over the land.
Access
you
Steam.
fight, you protect the innocent. You consume your enemies by ventilating them directly into your mouth.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, he just ate a little shit and became beefy?
Your enemies by
Wait, he ate poor...
ventilating them directly.
Dude, this is like the furry like scaly or furry version of Kirby. He just eats stuff and he gets more and more fucking beefy. Bro, we should play this. We should play this game. Holy fuck.
Into your mouth. And it's really funny because if you eat too much, he gets large. Oh God, imagine that. And what if he ate even more and got even larger?
God.
Well, that would
he
be
just gets
crazy.
fatter.
But don't eat too much.
Look at the belly, man.
Well, that would be crazy.
Look at this belly.
But don't eat too much. Or you're gonna pop. This is an allegory for your blood vessels, which are going to pop if you keep going down this road. Because
he's big bone true.
The only way you can keep going down this road is in a motorized...
Is it fucked up? When we were when I was kids, I had this friend. There was all the people that were too fat that couldn't like properly like move, that had to sit on these scooters. I think there were like two twins that had like, I don't know what was wrong with them. I didn't think anything bad about them. They seemed generally nice. But every time they would drive by, this kid next to me, he would scream, Mario Kart! Mario Kart! For no reason. Every day. He would drive by our school. These two guys would just drive by our school. And this kid every day, every time he saw them, he would just go all crazy and scream, Mario Kart! Mario Kart! I don't remember. I think I don't remember his name. This is like over 14 years ago. This is a long time ago. I don't know. I thought always that was the most fucked up thing to ever do. I hope for the dear God that those two guys never heard this little kid screaming Mario Kart. They must have someday heard it, because he did it like nearly every day. Every fucking day he saw that he was screaming Mario Kart. It's like, hello? The boys just can't move, man. Leave him be.
Mobility scooter. Answer me this. What will you do when Elon Musk turns off the Tesla battery in the middle of the woods? That's right. You're going to be kissed to death by a pack of nanny dogs.
Oh my God.
Just broke out of a local nursery.
What the fuck is a nanny dog?
Breakfast was free infants ago. You're the main course. Think about that next time.
A lot of people give this dog race a lot of shit. This is a pit bull. Unless my brain is like completely fucked. Mario Kart. This is dumbest shit ever. I wish I had like a recording of that to this day. But anyways, many gives this pit like race a bad reputation just because they can be aggressive. But in the end of the day, it's just about the fact of how the owner treated it. My cousin had a pit bull, and it was this cutest, sweetest little girl. Like that dog was so cute. It was so nice, so kind, very good with children. It was a great dog. Overall, I think pit bulls are amazing dog, and it's just sad to always see that they get a bad rep just because some owners cannot treat them well.
Guess what? Breakfast was free infants ago. You're the main course. Think about that next time you're engorging yourself like the
get a gun away from that man
that you are. This game plays like a brawler platformer Metroidvania. It's like the old Metroids if Samus was or could become heavily pregnant, and this grants her gameplay
when do we get that version?
It's much the same way. When you're small, you're very quick, you're very nimble, and you can platform really easily. When you're large, you hit like a truck. Your damage, your animations, your hitbox, they all scale with your stomach content. However, you become both vertically and horizontally challenged when each footstep...
Wait, what the fuck? Did he have tits? Dude, what is going on in this game?
They all scale with your stomach content. However, you become both vertically and horizontally challenged.
I feel like this is some fucked up like porn game. Like there's like a hidden there's a hidden message within this game. I bet the categories are a bit wild on this one, because like what the hell is even happening, man? This skinny little slender like lizard can turn to a muscle giga chad and then become fat with big titties. Like what the fuck is happening, and is it eating people? Like, is this a war? I don't know. Is it a warfare? I don't even know what's going on at this point.
In Asia, jumping is the least of your concern. This might not be politically correct to say, but there's no way to sugarcoat it without making you even larger. You're a fat fuck.
Y'all want to play this? Y'all want to do y'all want to watch this game? Me playing this game? I kind of want to play this. This looks like a good game, dude. We could put in all the beautiful tags.
So, how do we shed those pounds? Well, you sit down and you metabolize your food in a matter of seconds.
That's how I do it every day.
Blame it on metabolism. This is exactly what they mean. This is what they're competing against. This goddamn lizard just metabolized, and I calculated this, by the way. I took an average slaughter-sized 250-pound hog, and he ate 3 of those, which, in a span of 15 seconds, he has digested completely. That's over 500,000 calories reabsorbed into his body. And still we're asking stupid questions like, why can he breathe fire? Here's a question. Why wouldn't he? Sitting down, quickly trade satiety for health.
You know how when you, I don't know how many lazy fucks there is in the, like everywhere, but anyways, like, you know, when you work out a lot, right? And you take a meal, and if you work out and you eat a meal, if you eat a healthy meal afterwards, and you've been eating a lot, if you sit down, you will notice that your body is just like constantly working, creating a lot of heat within your body. And I just assume that if if this was the actual reality of this individual here just losing all the fat out of the blue, they must be like sweating like crazy. They must be putting on the whole ocean ready to be filled, because there must be a lot of sweat coming out of this body if they manage to push out all of this fat just straight out of their pores.
And it's your primary way of healing up.
The average human body is worth about 125k calories if you ate it. Sticky fat for bro. Imagine, man. There's probably... Just imagine touching that greasy shit after that.
Between fights. It's actually genius design. Like,
Bro.
think
No one is hiding it at this point. Holy shit.
about it. You're making a game and you get really happy when things get larger. That dopamine hits hard, like coronary heart disease. But where do we go from here?
Can you get a heart attack?
The screen, and the commission artist is just not responding anymore. After the last request,
this whole game is about people getting fat. What the fuck?
there's no sign of him. Their postal address leads us to a monastery in Middle England. But if we have to deflate...
Wait, what?
Lead mission artist is just not responding anymore. After the last request, there's no sign of him. Their postal address leads us to a monastery in Middle England. But if we have to...
Dude, that looks like a cathedral in Elden Ring. What the fuck is going on?
Late. And get smaller as part of the
gameplay
I get
mechanic. I get it. I get it. I get it, guys. Y'all see what I see? There's a tree in the background. This game is an Elden Ring reference. No wonder they had an Elden Ring cathedral in the background. Because there's a tree. There's a tree in the background, so this must be an copy of Elden Ring in the end of the day.
Just like free refills.
Touch grass? No, not touching grass. Stay home.
Over and over again. You get power-ups, you get stronger, and you get access to more levels. Naturally, the most common and relevant form of power-up
games with trees are ripping off Elden Ring. Exactly.
Now you might think, oh,
Elden Ring made of
just
trees.
got 10 points higher. And like me, you might initially miss that firing of a neurons, that transmission of a synapse, where you realize, oh, this isn't my final form. I can get larger.
We can't get larger?
Strange drive pushing you forward where you're kind of morbidly fascinated. Because you see, there's many forms of...
I have a question for y'all. If this was not a scaly, if this was a big titty anime girl, or a dude, or just generally an anime dude, do you think it would be a popular game for a certain niche? Do you think this would be a game that would be more recognized? I think that a game like that would definitely attract a certain type of crowd more than this game probably attracts a certain type of crowd.
Motivation, and ours is to see how large we can possibly get. Who is this game for? Why are we covering it? Why is it important? That's a very simple answer. First, they came for the furry inflationists, and I did not speak out, for I was not a furry inflationist. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out. That's why we defend them now, and we get on good terms, so that during the upcoming political upheavals, they can return the favor and power our enemies. Due to the nature of my work, I cover some really old and really niche games. Problem is, it's hard to get an original copy, so I depend on friends and family to send me a working copy of Bad Rats 2, Punjabi pre-cracked no virus. One of the most...
How many of y'all... Is there anyone here in chat that doesn't have Bad Rats on their Steam list? Let me see. Do I have Bad Rats 2? I think I only have Bad Rats. No one gave it to me, but freaking Steam gave me the game for free during like a Christmas event. They gave me Bad Rats for free. Why would Steam give this dog shit cursed ass game to everyone for free? I think Gaben had like a... He knew what the fuck... They knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were like, oh, your friends haven't gifted you Bad Rats yet. It's time to spread it everywhere. Now you have Bad Rats at the end of the day. Now you take it.
Is torrenting, or as it's more commonly known, trying before buying.
Friend, I kept gifting you
my internet provider and the people who work there are the product of a brother and sister who loved each other a little too much, as they cannot distinguish between illegal torrenting and me trying to download a legitimate copy of a game I already own. So they throttle my connection, and my internet grinds to all.
Who would upload Bad Rats 2 as a torrent? Why? And why would someone seed Bad Rats 2 as a torrent? Like, what kind of special mental place are you in if you think that I want to torrent Bad Rats, or I want to keep a seed up of Bad Rat? Like, what the fuck?
A halt. Thank you, Verizon, for the opportunity to pay $89.99 monthly, all for the luxury of having no internet. Despite this, like a battered housewife,
I thought he was
insisted.
Danish.
They're doing it because they love me. Then, about a month later, I received a cease and desist from Verizon
I don't know
telling
why
me that
I thought
I'm
it
most
was
definitely
Danish.
going to jail, giving me a list of racially motivated gangs I can choose to join once inside. I've never owned a paper shredder before, but I gotta tell you, it's strangely satisfying. That's
Well, I
my
should get one.
third letter this week. So I realized my internet provider really doesn't know what's best for me. So instead, I chose to install...
This triggers me. The true suffering of a man is that their nipples are always hard, so they stick through any shirt. It is the true suffering of a man. And then you get blamed if you use like nipple tape, man. Dude, men has to suffer so much in life. It's so sad. Can you imagine the embarrassing moments they have to deal with? Where everyone just sees their big nipples squeezing out of their shirt. Oh, Lord.
For me. So instead, I chose to install ExpressVPN. When I run ExpressVPN, my internet traffic goes through a secure encrypted server. So my ISP...
Why can you make it so I'm timed out when I'm sending a link? It's because you're not subbed, Chantry. That's why. It's just a safety thing.
Can't throttle my download speed because they can't see what I'm doing.
Cut them
Nor can
clean
they
off,
see the sites I visit when
no nipples.
When I'm working hard at my job and sell my mental illness to advertisers. It's incredibly easy to use. All I have to do is download the app, tap a single button, and just like that, I'm fully secured. And ExpressVPN does all this without slowing
I didn't
my
even realize
connection.
you were
So
looking at an
stop
ad.
letting internet providers arbitrarily decide
I
what
love
you can and
VPNs.
can't do with something
Buy
you pay
all
good money
VPNs.
for
I
every
love
month.
them.
Protect yourself today from the misinformed
Yeah, we're watching an
decisions of
ad.
mega
Guys, do you like the
corporations
ad?
who don't care
I like
if
the
you
ad.
live or die by using the same VPN I've trusted since 2019.
What happens if I
for
get
years,
all
and
of
they
them?
never failed me once. How about that for
I've
an
actually used
endorsement? Sign up now and
ExpressVPN.
you
It's
can get
really
3
quick.
months
It's
of
pretty
ExpressVPN
decent.
for
I
free
like it
by
better
visiting
than
expressvpn.com/Seth or clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Gameplay
Thank you,
is pretty
Express.
straightforward. You help
Thank
out
you
your
for giving
local
Seth
village
money.
by beating
He
the
deserves
shit
it.
out of everything and consuming their dead bodies. For an island guardian, you're actually quite terrifying, and the village itself is a really nice place. What a beautiful day on God's earth. I wonder, what shall I do today? Work on myself? Develop my skills? Care for my friends and family? I know, I'll spend my entire life online and become increasingly weird and isolated, divorced from reality. Self-esteem? What's that? I like the little townspeople. They give you a sense of community and a purpose for why you're doing what you're doing. I also found out the flying minigame is a really good way to make money. On the other hand, it's really difficult to explain to friends the nature of your anger. There's not many ways to say, I popped. Like Icarus, I flew too close to the sun. Or in this case, I flew too close to one chicken dinner too many. And I have to repeat the entire stage. You can play using a keyboard or controller, but I strongly recommend a controller for your own comfort and sanity. Personally, I think...
I have a question. How much would you need to get paid to lick this controller right here? How much money would you need to take for someone to pay you if you lick the whole line of the $5? Free? Yeah, give me that controller right now. I'll lick it clean. Dude, what the fuck is this disgusting shit, man? $0, guys. You're up, dude. I got a couple controllers in the bag. They might not be that dirty, but
I strongly recommend a controller.
I remember my teacher used to say that the floor needs to be so clean that we could lick it without any worries. And I remember one day she absolutely licked the fucking floor. I thought that was some kind of... I think she went batshit crazy. We were cleaning the floor and one day she fucking licked the floor. I'm like, dude, I get the saying is that it should be so clean that you can lick the floor, but don't fucking lick the floor, man, in front of a bunch of 7-year-olds. Like, what the hell are you doing? Bruh.
Comfort and sanity. Personally, I think the platforming is incredibly difficult. I've had situations where I can clear the entire level, but I can't make a single jump to save my life. And then I proceed to repeatedly eat the same trap until I die. You have 2 spells, fire and egg. What do they do? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Fire is fire, and egg can make a cow forcibly pregnant. Not really much more to say about that. We know the rest. The milk industry, reptile eggs. Some would argue you can't have one without the other. You get extra skills and abilities by defeating bosses, which in turn can be used to access new areas. Music is pretty nice. You hear the same tracks often, but they're not grating or pronounced, so they don't really feel repetitive. Some sounds are not balanced for the rest of the game. Each time I hit an armored pig, my speakers shake and my table travels. In town, you can buy items and I strongly recommend them. They can save your life or a trip back home, which can be quite a bit of backtracking. Thankfully, you unlock the ability to fast travel relatively early into the game. I actually love it because the animation is based on your current weight. So if you're thin, you can tell it's a very pleasant ride. If you're not, well, it's clearly more of a struggle to stay in the air. At some point, I realized you can intentionally get caught and bloated by flying plants, break free, spit out the slimes, kill them, and generate infinite XP. Unfortunately, I have to witness something unsettling each time I do this. So no, I don't think it's an exploit. It's an intentional form of torture. Everything you gain is outweighed by everything you lose, namely the ability to close your eyes ever again. Oh my God. Burned into your skull. Enemies are varied and will harm you in one of 2 ways. 1, they can kill you. 2, they can forcibly feed you until you explode. This is a similar experience to visiting grandma. The longer you stay, the higher your risk of cardiac arrest. She won't kill you out of hatred. She'll drown you in the pancake syrup.
Have y'all ever gotten so much food that you feel like you're dying? Bro, oh my God, like, I know there's a point where you eat so much that you just feel full. But have you ever eaten so much food that you actually feel like you're dying? You feel like you're about to burst. Your belly's just giving up. You just feel constant pain, bloated. It's just fucking hell. I've thrown up from overeating. Oh my God. Okay, so you felt the true pain. Had that shit a few months ago. I felt like I was going to die, like my back and stomach. Yeah, it's not a pleasant situation. It's not what I think I would recommend. But yeah.
Love. Also, the death sequence for getting too full is arguably more difficult to swallow. Food is both your strength and weakness. You must constantly toe the line between obesity and death. They say video games are not the greatest medium for storytelling, but I disagree. When you see your obese lizard grappling the side of a cliff, his face says it all. Without words, he evokes one singular emotion: concern. The enemy placement in this game is brutal. Forget those 2 archers in Anor Londo. That will seem like a pleasant memory when you're getting stun-locked by roast turkey. You get XP pretty generously, and this lets you upgrade your abilities at any time. Many of these are locked until you get later into the game. I don't have any recommendations except get healing on your punches, because relying on digestion for health is okay, but you can't do magic on an empty stomach. And that's a shame, because playing the game as a tactical egg artillery is objectively the best experience. Imagine seeing something pouring from the sky, and it's either going to kill you or make you pregnant. That's quite terrifying. Critique.
Whoa, shit, man! You got the whole night to show his whole cock in the face. Dude, what the hell is this game?
Make you pregnant.
Yo! Look how happy he is.
That's quite terrifying. Critique. I hate slimes. I really dislike them. That is all. Besides that, sometimes animations really don't look like they should affect you, but they do. Like, you can feel a hammer's shockwave when you're not even on the same floor. It's a minor complaint, and they'll probably fix this. You know what? It's a furry developer. In all likelihood, they will fix this, and they're currently taking notes. That's the difference. You want something done? Stop recruiting on LinkedIn. Go to Fur Affinity instead. Also, some of the controls can be awkward, but you can remap them.
I love how he's calling them out for recruiting people on LinkedIn.
So you're just going to get used to it. Reverse critique. I really like the idle animations. That is all. In conclusion, I give Tribal Hunter a full out of belly. It was there for me during a difficult period of my life. Each time time I made any money, I would flash my wads of cash outside my wallet and comically lose them to a strong gust of wind each time. Eventually, I was left with nothing, just me and a small bag of crack. I knew I had to get my life together, so I smoked the whole bag, using them.
And that crack filled his heart with so much love. And that rest is a history.
Cars and siphon
Look at
gasoline
him
from
run,
their
dude. He's
tanks,
zooming.
usually at the same time. I would describe the experience like using the devil trigger from Devil May Cry. I used high gasoline prices to in turn buy more crack, which I used to call fueling my addiction. I found this joke to be very amusing. I would repeat it often to the same homeless man I would hound for hours, running circles around him as he cried and wept. And
I was about to
here
say
I am
something
today. Thank you, Tribal Hunter, for giving me my life back.
Wow.
Hey, sorry for stretching out the video, but I'm happy to inform you all that Tribal Hunter is now on GOG. Follow my GOG
God.
link at /UNICEF for 15% off. For every dollar you spend, I will personally steal a liter of clean drinking water from the children that need it most.
I will get this game the day I am sad, depressed, lonely, a furry, and I feel like I'm under the weather, under the bed, under the whole universe. I'm gonna play this game. I think this game will be the light and shining armor for me. Today, not today, we have Genshin and some videos to do. I think this shit looks fun. I actually think this is funny as hell. I want to play this. We gotta play this one day.
Make things better. I promise I'll make them worse. The developers told us they're really close to a 1.0 release, so even if you buy now, the game is going to leave early access in a couple of days. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. Or don't. It's an open door policy. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful, unless you're mentally unstable, in which case I recommend comprehensive psychiatric therapy. Have a good one.
The back and forth between Gordon Ramsay and
Okay, boy, you went too fast. Anyways, that was good shit, man. Like, what the fuck happened here in the end? Excuse me? Their butt just go way big. That was this game. I generally actually want to play this. I'm not gonna lie. I think that on our deepest, darkest hour, when we get on, we get in the mood, I think we gotta play this. We have a bit of a fat schedule now. We have a little bit of too much to do here and there, but we will play it. I see you bio posting the link. I will buy this game. Do not worry. This game will be owned by me. And we will play. Wait, Herman, you know about Tribal Hunter? All right, great. We have another a gentleman over here that knows knows the wonders of Tribal Hunter. I thought it was good. This is a good video. I felt like just the video game itself was funny. I thought the game itself was more funny. But anyways, I liked it. It was good. Yep.